But yeah, we'll get to that there. Yeah, we'll get there. Right now. Okay, yes, we could go there. Oh good, we could pick. 3, 4, okay. Feathers, I feel like that's just easy to get. That's just being good at Battletoads. Yeah, just go to Voodkin Shore and just collect everything. Good that we have checkpoints though. Oh, do we have to watch this whole... Magic Seed... Okay, so we can't... Well, you know, it's nice to see just him peeking in the bushes once again. Okay, thank you, Ruxton. And away we go. Turn around. Oh, yes, your legs. Yes, yes. Let's go. First 2 areas. Oh, these 2 might be interconnect. Oh no, that one has some height. Okay, let's go get these guys. Here it goes, first screen. Up here. Why did I miss this? There's a bird. Elevator? Okay. Calm down with the pellets. Okay, such good aim too. Yeesh. Oh, there's more. There's always more. Wait, what? What am I missing? Not missing anything. Okay, head down. Oh, bird! Bird, help me out. Thank you. How long is this climb? Okay. Nope, missed that. Back up and over. Come on, Voodoo Mask Shard. There we go. Voodoo. I do. Where do we get this next one? Next one's an overhead tidbit. Okay. Okay, there's grapple there, so you want me to... Okay, sure. Sure, game. I'll play ball. Okay, maybe, you know, learn to play ball before you play ball. Up here. Is there a checkpoint anywhere? No, 2 hearts. Ah, but the shard's right there. And sheer incompetence. To absolutely no one's surprise. A double whammy. Mask Shard, number 2. Or 4, or 5. I think that's all of them in this area? Yes, I believe so. Bingo. World map. 5 Fire Mountain had a few more. How do we get... Okay, that's how we get to that one, and then where's the other one, Fire Mountain? Wait, what? There's one more in Fire Mountain. 2 more in Fire Mountain. Okay, I'll just figure out that problem when I get there, I guess. Okay, there's something atop here. Is this breakable? No, but this is new. Okay, there we go. Entrance. Here we go. Okay, there's the shard. What shenanigans do we get ourselves into this time? 2 spearmen. No platforms. And inevitable certain death. That feels rude. Here we go. Round 2. Don't hurt me. Aha, that's... You just grapple onto the poor sap's face. Ah, the joys of failing and doing things over again. Be a completionist, they said. It can't hurt you, they said. Okay. How much health do I got? 3? Okay. 3 health. 3 health and this is out of sync. Okay, we're good. That's number 3. Peanut. And then the next one's far up. Where is it? Probably in the foreground. There it is, okay. I remember. Well, granted, all of Fire Mountain is just difficult. Goodbye, buddy. You. Up your head. Oh, that's how you do it. Pigeons. Birds. What am I trying to say? The bird squawks. This guy. That's why I couldn't solve it. So I was missing a piece of the puzzle. Oh, that's a lot of time crystal. Maybe I'll need it for the time sink. Money sink. Right, time crystal. They're called time crystals, like the time sinks. Why? Oh. Okay, this is a neat one. Oh wait, I'll call you Pedro. You look like a Pedro. Pedro the parrot. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, Dad. Okay, this is terrible. This is terrible platforming. Missed. Go back. And die. I don't even think I have a... Why is it called a money sink? And when I'm collecting our time shards. And what I'm doing is... I wish it were called a time sink. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. There we go. Mass shard number 5? I believe so. All the mass shards here? All the mass shards, all we need is a feather. Didn't expect to get the feather now, but lo and behold, here we are. If only there's a fast scroll option. Okay, so after the 3rd checkpoint. Wait, that's not many checkpoints. Feather. Nope. Did I miss it? Nope. Oh, checkpoint. Oh. How do I quit? Restart level. And it takes me to start. Okay, well, we're gonna be here for the long haul. We're gonna play the long game. The long game known as the Messenger. Feather. Feather. I think I've lost a feather. Okay, one more of these. Missed it. Restart. Is there any way to restart? Nope, I have to do it the long way. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Ow. Okay, wow, I perfected that too. Oh, you really have to be perfect for that. There it is. 2. Not to say we're looking good, but we're looking pretty good. Feather get. Looks like you found and gathered all the voodoo feathers and mask pieces. Let's activate the altar and see what happens. Sulkin. Hello, shopkeep. Great, I hate this thing already. You may be saying this now. I bet the wonders of my comedy will grow on you in no time. Oh yeah. Do you have one? I'm sorry, you're gonna say. I meant to offer an example of how great I am at comedy. I'm listening. Okay. Alright, I got a good one. What is Ruxton's favorite fruit? Necromancer short. The Spineapple. I hate him. I hate him. Put him back, put him back, put him back, put him back. Put him back. Put him back. Put him back. Oh, I'll grow on you, you'll see. Thanks, I hate it. Good achievement. Welcome, so hey, let's... Sorry, go ahead. No, please. I was just going on. There's too many people in this shop. You were here first, messenger, so go ahead. I just want to understand what the deal is with this mask. The deal? What an ironic choice of words. I am indeed here to offer you a deal. Available to New Game Plus event. Do come see me. New Game Plus, okay. This is right. The deal. I'm sorry, deal gay. Okay, the deal is... Okay. What about the times money sink? Where's the money wrench? Where is the money wrench? I thought you'd give me the money wrench. So I need to find the money wrench? Oh, there's a place I haven't explored yet. Maybe it'll be there. Sure, we'll make a quick detour there, and then if not, then I'll... This'll be to ye ol' wiki. Okay, hereabouts. Somewhere about here there is ground. There is floor. There is go-throughable floor. Somewhere. Is it in another... It might be in another... It's probably in 2D land. Not 2D land, it's all 2D. What is... Something's here. Where is it? When is it? There is something down here. Is there another exit or entrance? No, doesn't seem to be. Oh. So how to get this? Apparently it's just an old Castlevania reference. I don't even know it was a thing. Hang on. Different time, different time. Stand and wait for 30 seconds. 30 seconds, X amount of time. We could be watching the cutscene now. We could be doing anything. At least this isn't Earthbound where you're waiting 3 minutes behind a waterfall. Hey, platform shaking. Oh wow, it's shaking a lot. It's doing a dance. Any day now. And also, this isn't for a money wrench apparently. Time sink. Money. What is it? There's a house. Wardrobe. Oh, so that's where the cabinet went. Good to know, so now let's leave it alone. No? No talk? Well, apparently this is a thing, so I should make it a thing. I mean it, leave it alone. I'm all out of philosophical ramblings anyway. You wanna wear the blue robe again or what? I must admit I never expected you to travel to the very timeline I randomly teleported the cabinet to when we changed over to the jukebox. The requirements of this is for DLC is to get the map. But here we are, aren't we? What will it take you to leave my cabinet alone? If I share my favorite poem with you, will you get bored? I must say it's a pretty good one though. Alright, here we go. He Wishes for the Cloths of Heaven by W.B. Yeats. Somehow I doubt it. Had I the heavens embroidered cloths, I could just leave right now. And wrought with golden and silver light. The blue and the dim and the dark cloths. Of night and light and the half-light. I would spread the cloths under your feet. But I, being poor, have only my dreams. I have spread my dreams under your feet. Tread softly, because you tread on my dreams. Not bad, huh? Do you reckon the last sentence was a threat to the consequences of messing with someone's dreams, or a plea for the other to be kind with them? Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is tread softly because you tread on my cabinet. Get over the cabinet thing already. You're so stubborn. Do that again and I'll use a special trick to make you quit. Oh no, he's turning to... It's a real neat trick. I bought it online. Huh. One weird trick. Messengers hated the ad went. Aren't you a messenger? Are you ready? Alright, let's see you deal with a barrage of ellipses. Ellipses? It's ellipses. Ellipsi? Ellipses? Ellipses? Anyway, let's see you deal with them. Very funny game. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Haha! Aha! Sorry. Ooh. I bet you'll skip that one because you entered a state of flow while fencing off my ellipses. Hey, you said it, ellipses. Oh, were you going too fast and skipped that previous sentence? It wasn't a really important anyway. Do you want your philosophical rank then? You know the rules. Fine, let me share some thoughts I've had after reading the works of Masters Weeks, Young, and Miller. Ooh. Never heard of Weeks. Young and Miller. It depends on the Miller. More precisely, the concept of emotional pain. And even more precisely on how we all seek to avoid it. While avoidance may seem like a desirable solution at first, taking a closer look reveals unimportant truth. That which you resist persists. In other words, you can only suffer from that which you don't embrace or accept. Anxiety can be thought as two dots in the mind, one for what is and the other for what one wishes was. Or what one wishes was. It's a weird one. Pain in this picture is as strong as the gap between those two dots is wide. So in order to feel better, that gap has to be closed, or at least reduced significantly. And that's where I believe these annoying mindfulness meditation apologists may have a point. You have to learn to let go, they keep repeating. Easy to say, don't you think? Especially since we only seem to hear that advice from people who already feel inner peace, and being told it's supposed to be easy only makes a suffering soul feel even less adequate. I think it may speak to closing that anxiety gap between the two dots in a healthy way. If you think about it, most of the pain in this world is caused by people who can't deal with their inner anxieties, who then try to close their gap by attempting to transform what is into what they wish was. Or in other words, use control. Imposing your will on others, the very definition of abuse. Now, control may be a sort of work as a short-term strategy to reduce the controlling person's anxiety, but all it really does is transpose it onto others. The challenging but ultimately liberating truth is, there's another way to close the gap, and that is to instead transform what you want into what is. Or in other words, use acceptance. By embracing negative emotions, we could integrate and eventually accept them both for what they have to teach and as proof we are very much alive. This acceptance leads so much to an emotional grief of some sort, where we eventually become free of particular memories or states of mind. Wait, or states of mind? Aha! Typo get. Ultimately disarming their ability to overtake our mood. If that sounds hard to believe, consider this. It also works for positive emotions. Let us take nostalgia, for example, the one song you've been listening to during that one special summer a few years ago. It takes you back, doesn't it? But more to the point, what happens when it does? Surely you wouldn't resist the warm and happy memories that wash over you. You take them all in and even try your best to feel them even more to their full extent, conjuring images and almost even smells if you could just concentrate enough. After a few moments, the warmth starts to wear off, and sort of like when you wake from a good dream and you fail to maintain your mental grasp on these feelings as they inevitably dissipate. Remember the part where I was just opening the cabinet and we're just going on and on? Okay, and just like that, you went through the grieving process of a positive memory because you embraced it instead of trying to resist it, and thus its grip on you has weakened. What you'll sadly find the next day is that while that old song will always come with a dash of emotion for you, it'll never again hit you as hard as the first time you reopened that corner of your mind in full acceptance. That is certainly a sad reality when it comes to positive emotions, but on the bright side, it also applies to the negative ones. If you're struck by sadness, experienced treason, or are revisited by a sad memory, by using acceptance, fully embracing it and letting it wash over you, you could also weaken its ability to affect you. And eventually, in contrast with the twinge of sadness you feel at the realization that a given happy memory cannot be visited with any effect anymore, you'll feel that hit of joy when it becomes clear that a negative emotion has packed its bags for good. In this way, I believe it is fair to say that there is beauty in sadness. There's a lot to cover, I hope it all made sense. And please, don't forget, I'm just a shopkeeper. If what I say doesn't resonate for you, you should disregard without any hesitation. I won't have any ramblings for you anymore, so I'll teleport the cabinet to outer space to make sure you never find it again. Sul. Can't wait for the sequel, where the messenger goes to space and we see the return of the cabinet. Good view though. I like that. Nothing new on my end, but still cool. But that wasn't the money wrench. It was in fact not the money wrench. The money wrench. The money wrench. Hey, do you want to try my turret? No. Wait, where's the money wrench? Just told those. Aha! Oh, are you interested in my tools? I could show you my collection if you want. Hey, some other time. Do you happen to have a money wrench? Of course, it's my favorite tool. What do you need a money wrench for? Can I borrow it? Oh, I don't know about that. I really like having it here. Come on, it's the only way to unclog the money sink. Money sink? I thought it had been destroyed during the rain. Could he be alive? 4649 time shards. Wait, that's all my time shards. It's my favorite tool. I won't negotiate. Will you buy my money wrench for? If I say, okay. Well, there goes. Money wrench. Yay. For all of my shards. I'll have to collect shards again. Money sink. Hey, achievement sunk cost. Why did the money wrench disintegrate? Wow. Well, that was underwhelming. Yeah, I've seen my fair share of cheaply implemented optional optional item usage payouts, but this one takes the cake. I know, the wrench didn't even appear in my inventory. I was actually gonna ask. Irredeemable. That was the point of unclogging the sink. Don't waste more time shards, of course. No need to say hi for me. Oh, the time sink. Time sink, money sink. Messenger's alive. Messenger's alive. He's alive. And we get a fourth messenger. Fourth, fifth, sixth? Me, 3 guys. What's her face? Oh yeah, the 6th. And I don't do voices. Haha, why hello there. I feel like he has much gusto. Where are you? I thought there were only 3 blue robes left. Also, look at this place, it's just time crystal pile. My, it really is just down to just 3? Sounds like hiding in here was a good call. Anyway, welcome adventure to the Craftsman's Corner, haha. I am Iron Hood, who has same cloth as the rest of them, which aren't iron. Unless they're all blue iron. Entrepreneur extraordinaire. Haha. Iron Hood? I think I've heard of you. Well, you certainly heard of my creations. I see you're fully equipped with them at this very moment. Haha. Oh yeah, he definitely has that double haha haha haha. Really? Haha. He does. Oh. You didn't think the shopkeeper was the one who made the climbing claws, now did you? Which, by the way, how are they working out for you? Well, sometimes they make me cling onto the wall when I would rather keep on falling, but other than that, I guess they're fine. I see. Maybe using spider hair wasn't such a good idea after all. Haha. Pardon. As much as I like jovial ahas, it's not for me, but it matters not. I have since changed my vocation to toy making. Toy making? Toy making, ha! So you sell toys? I'll stop the awkward laugh now. Oh, thank goodness. Here, take a look. Let's see, baddies, bosses. Oh, and so you could get, like minis. Okay, that's cool. And they have names. Good to know. Quill Shroom, Green Kappa, Demon High, Blue Kappa. Okay, that's nice. And so you could sink your time and money into here. Glad to see my rope that I was being put to good use. Perfect day, buy what you want. Richard the Artificer, browsing, buying, toys. Hey, he just makes toys. And I assume they go on these ledges. I don't have money. Well, this is for, you know, I gotta leave some things open. Explore this. Okay, then surprisingly that's, I guess, everything I want to check out. Well, most things I wanted to check out in the messenger. But there are a few side stories? I'll call it side stories. Yeah. But I think we're done with this file. I'll probably get all the little collectibles on my own time, get the achievement. But I think we should hop over to something new. See some things I haven't seen in the story that couldn't be seen. Our first stop takes us to the shop in Quill Shroom Marsh. I have gone here without any deaths, which is kinda tough? Yeah, kinda tough. Luckily, if you just close the game after you die, just after you die, hopefully it should be redeemable. Or at least I hope so. Otherwise this would be kind of awkward. 2 things I want to show here. First off, I knew this was a thing, I just kind of forgot to go on it. Cabinet, once again. Please don't touch the cabinet. I already told you the cabinet's off limits. Believe me, you're not ready for what's in there. I kinda know what's in there. Think you could just barge into my lab and go through my stuff like you own the place. There's no skeleton there, I promise. Hey, don't touch. It's empty anyway, it's not empty. Don't make me lock it. Why don't you put that curiosity to good use in the outside world and maybe, I don't know, save humanity? If you touch that again, you'll have to sit through my boring story. I'm warning you, it's boring. It's philosophical. I'll even remove your ability to skip what I'm saying. This is your last warning. You better make sure you have some time ahead of you if you're going to touch that again. Let's see here. I believe I have an hour and 5. I think I'm good. You asked for it. Don't say I didn't warn you. You know it gets pretty lonely out here, so I have a lot of time to think. The one thing that keeps bugging me is this concept of happiness. Everyone seems to be looking for it. Some pretend to have it, but no one could really explain what it is. I think I finally cracked that code. You see, everyone has goals. So you think, oh, wait, what? Oh, so you think, oh, when I have this, I'll be happy, or when I achieve that, I'll feel eternal bliss. Some people are looking for love or acceptance, while others simply hope Devolver will. Seriously though, Devolver has been very good. Has honestly done a phenomenal job in publishing and backing indie games. From just my current knowledge, what's it? Fall Guys, Gato Roboto, The Messenger. Heard of it? Little unknown game. What else? I think my friend Pedro, but I don't think that was. Well, that was pretty. Well, it looked pretty solid. I don't think reception was that. Anyways, what else did Devolver work on? Okay, not published. Sorry. Develop and publish, two different things. From my perspective, sitting here at the end of time and being visited by countless travelers, it's only just me. I came to realize something very important. Goals don't make people happy, they defer happiness into the future when the goal will be achieved. This could only fail because once you reach your goal, you're not the same person you were when you set out to achieve it, and what's more, your mindset is to chase something else instead of enjoying what you have. So there you have it. Happiness is not a goal or a state, it's a system. You optimize your environment and cherry pick the people around you. So that every day you're just stoked to live your own life and you don't need to defer any jobs because you're optimized. You optimize the present moment. Now I don't know whether that was cheesy or insightful or even just annoying, but I need to optimize my own life, and that implies that you stop trying to open my cabinet. So I really hope I bored you to death. Oh, that actually wasn't. That was pretty tame. Achievement. Fine, I won't open it. You should see what I did to the last traveler who got nosy. There I heard. Oh, tentacle monster. Please don't touch the cabinet. I wonder if he's a messenger. I already told you the cabinet's off limits. Okay, yeah, you're just looping. Okay. Anyways, second thing we have to see. Beat this boss without dying. Because I wasn't gonna show this because it was just an achievement. But then I realized the significance of this. You haven't met Quibble, Quaxley. You haven't met Quaxley at this point, and this is the part where he shows up in a cutscene, which is why this is significant. So now I have to beat her. Okay, very good so far, very good so far. There we go. That was easy. Achievement unlocked. No argument here. Good, we got it. Oh, so he just doesn't appear. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. Okay, oh well, that's everything I want to see here. Anyways, next place I want to check out. The summit. What does the summit hold for us? Well, this part. At the top of the summit before we meet all the messengers. And well, The closet's empty and, well, no shopkeeper around. You really thought it would be that easy? I told you already, the cabinet is off limits. Please stop. We're not doing a special edition of the cabinet rant. I mean it. Don't be that guy. You're really being that guy. Fine, be that guy. 10. 9. 8. He's gonna skip 6. Aw, 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Crazy how countdowns give the feeling something's about to happen, huh? But yeah, I got nothing. If you're hoping for something special, just give up the cabinet thing already. The cool stuff is up ahead. Did I ever tell you about the guy who stayed late on a Friday night and started writing optional dialogue to add comedic value to those who will bother looking? Well, guy who's stayed up late on a Friday night, I'll have you know that I appreciate your extra work, and it will not go unnoticed. Imagine reading his ramblings. By the way, if you feel like the cabinet thing is overdone at this point, I agree, but it's totally on you for keeping on trying to open it. Seriously, you could stop this right now. I mean it, you have the power. Oh, only you can put an end to this optional bit. Which is good, because I got things to do. If I repeat the same thing 3 times, will you think I'm out of flavor text? We're done here. We're done here. We're done here. I can't believe you. Why won't you move on to something productive? Like maybe advancing the quest you're supposed to care about? I'm not gonna lie though, when the time comes, opening the cabinet will blow your mind. And that's just in a little bit. And I'm confident in saying this even though I know you'll be expecting a surprise. So how do you surprise someone who's expecting a surprise? With a meta plot twist, that's how. Now if you want to know what it is, move on already. I promise it's the fastest way. You're not opening that until the script says you get to anyway. Okay, I'll start looping back to the beginning now. I didn't get the achievement. The cabinet's off limits. Please stop. Come on, that was a good trick. How are you still trying to open this? I thought you'd give up when it looked like I was looping. Well, joke's on you, I have an achievement system to tell me when I went through everything. If you keep doing that, you'll have to sit through a boring... Ooh, tirade. Bit of a new one. It'll be boring and philosophical, and I'll even remove your ability to skip what I'm saying. Fine, here's some insights from Jordan the Wise from you. Ah, Jordan. Life is going to come at you hard, so there are a few things you should know. I swear if this is you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, if that's the Jordan. Most important of all is realizing that you have something to offer to the world, but in order to do that you first need to sort yourself out. Lending your ear to the lessons contained in the stories of old is not a bad place to start. You see, as human conscience grew in knowledge, it equally grew in arrogance. We seem to be at this point where the value of stories is lost on us all. Not really caring about mortals anymore, we are simply looking to be entertained. But their power in our subconscious is by no means hindered by our intellectual pride. Stories send a clear message to our being, and when told properly can offer guidance in how to live our lives, impacting us in ways we sometimes don't even notice. In fact, recurring themes more often than not present archetypes and contain lessons on how to or how not to behave. Consider dragons for a moment. Fantasy stories seem to have them hoarding treasure, not coincidentally at all. 2 of the biggest innate fears in mammals are fire and reptiles. So dragons are really a metaphor representing that in which you fear the most. Now why would an immortal fire-breathing reptile care to sleep on a pile of gold? Desire. The answer can be read between the lines. The treasure you seek is guarded by your greatest fear. Don't get me wrong, the pile of gold is as much as a metaphor as the mighty beast that doesn't even exist. Find your dragon and slay it, then your treasure will be revealed. This is the wisdom storytellers of old were trying to convey, Only they didn't have the scientific method, a framework to which to structure arguments, or even to a high IQ audience. The lesson isn't any less important or relevant today, however. That which you most need to discover within yourself is hidden where you least want to look. Now ask yourself, why were you so curious about my cabinet? Are you a very conscientious person, adamant on leaving no stones unturned? That one. Or have you not mastered your insecurities and the fear of missing out is really what's driving you at this moment? Maybe you're simply hoping to get a laugh out of some unexpected one-liner. Also that. Because I'll admit we both know I could kill the mood right now and tell you about how a depressed clown once attempted to lift his mood by eating bowls of confetti. What I'm getting at is, regardless of your motive, you have clearly demonstrated curiosity and a faith that the world holds surprises for those who take an honest look. While that can certainly be said about the world, is even more true about your inner self. Now, whether that is scary, insightful, or encouraging depends entirely on how you have made it on your personal growth journey. Life is made of many exams, most of which will present themselves to you more than once. Betrayal, joy, illness, adventure, treason, cooperation, purpose, illness, loneliness, warmth, loyalty. Indeed, just like stories old and new, life has recurring themes when testing humans. The important part is whether or not you pass each is not whether or not you pass each test, but that you show up, acknowledge your score, and ponder how it could inform who you should become. From there, everything inside of you will help you find your own way. Who knows, the underlying meaning of the messenger's story might even hit you differently. But for now, let's get back to your adventure. Fate taken, achievement. You really thought it would be that easier? Cabinets off limits. Okay, we're good. Okay, one more thing I want to see, but I'm not even sure if we'll get to seeing it. We'll see. Time for what? Open the cabinet. Haha, open the cabinet. Okay, so we're back here. We beat Farmouth Zell. And we have to open the cabinet now. But what we have to do instead. Please do touch the cabinet. I already told you the cabinet is where it is. Believe me, you're ready for what's inside there. Can I just talk to him? There's no skeleton there, I promise. Hey, do open it. It's not empty. I already unlocked it. Why don't you put that curiosity to good use and open the cabinet already? So he's just saying the reverse of what he said before, but there's more. But wait, as always. You don't open the cabinet soon, you'll have to sit through my boring story. I'm warning you, it's boring. It's philosophical. I'll even remove your ability to skip what I'm saying. This is your last warning. You better make sure you have some time ahead of you if you're gonna keep doing that. Let's see, I have about 9 minutes. Alright, let me share with you my understanding of Madame Melody's work. After observing so many humans over such a long period of time and reading as much as I could, some trends inevitably show up. One thing we all have in common is the need to feel like we have value, power, and abundance in our lives. Now, like many things, there are functional and dysfunctional ways to go about these. Say you're dysfunctional. Your sense of value may come from the approval of others, making you dependent on seeking attention, begging for others to tell you what you're doing is adequate. You'll feel good when you receive positive feedback, but will always be one negative comment away from having your day ruined. Now about power. Dysfunctional people get a sense of power by exercising control over others, sometimes right down to policing the way they talk, or who they engage with. They feel good when they have a weak partner or friend to control, but feel depressed and weak themselves when no one is around to feed their ego. Their sense of abundance will often come from material things, displaying of high status or promiscuity. Even though it feels great, while the money and the crowd are there, these lack real depth, and the impact of their inevitable downfall would be hard to overstate. For functional people, it is scarcely documented as they're generally busy and living a meaningful life. Functional people get their sense of value from an understanding and acknowledgement of their inner worth. Their sense of power comes from an ability to self-contain and let others be who they are while protecting themselves when needed. And abundance simply comes from good self-care. Now, all this makes sense in theory, but the idea is to be able to apply it. For this, you first need to master your emotions. As I understand it, everything you experience is a mix of the big five: fear, joy, sadness, anger, and shame. The primary colors of your experiences, if you will. Mix fear with anger and you get jealousy. Too much sadness and joy will make you melancholic. The only way to unpack complex emotions is by breaking them down to which of the big five are concerned, and to deal with each of these individually. Easier said than done, right? Consider haunted house stories for a moment. Specifically haunted houses. They're always the same, aren't they? It starts off with optimistic fools moving in. Soon enough, odd things begin to happen and fear ensues for a while. Eventually, the protagonist has had enough and decides to face the ghost. What? What do you want? They'll ask, tired of cowering in fear. As it turns out, ghosts usually know what they want, and it's usually the same thing: for the person who wronged them to face justice and to then be put to rest. That's usually where the killer faces a trial and the ghost's body is respectfully buried. And just like that, the house becomes a warm haven again. You get the metaphors. If you often feel depressed, irritated, or however hindered in your general ability to engage with life, you're just like a haunted house. Your inner child is hurt and will be increasingly uncomfortable to you, until you turn around and ask, what do you want? If asked honestly, you'll find that the answers were within you all along, and that following through with the inner child's request is both challenging and life-changing. Only then will you begin the process of discovering your true self to eventually get rid of your chains. These were my final ramblings. So keep in mind, I am but a shopkeeper. Everything I said should be taken with the biggest grain of salt you can find. Please open the cabinet now. Sad that there wasn't like a segue. He said this is a platform where achievement unlocked. Please do touch the cabinet. Okay. Yep. And I think with that, that's just about everything I wanted to cover in the messenger. There's New Game Plus. There's the figurines. But you know, I gotta leave some things open. Then, you know, yeah, if you want to find out, well, the game is here for purchase. Just play it, it's great. I love the humor, comedy. Yep. Love the comedy, writing, tough platforming is always great. Apparently some people might have had a tougher time than I, and I thought it was relatively tough. But yeah, great music. I don't know. All my head goes to is just goes back to Shopkeeper. Weird upgrades, checkpoints. I guess these are just final thoughts. Weird upgrades, checkpoints, sometimes. Or sometimes upgrades feel like they're mandatory more than they are optional. Makes me wonder if you can beat the game with it. Yeah, it's probably doable. Beat the game without upgrades. Yeah. That's it for, well, the messenger. Oh, great look as well. Nice pixelated look, great pixel work, and great music conversion, things like that. Yeah. All I gotta say, really. It was fun. It was fun, it was tough. That's all I could really think of. But I think that's where, yeah, this is where the messenger ends. I don't know, how do I segue things? Can I cling onto this wall? No, I cannot. Good to know. So I guess until whatever game I play next will come around, and I believe if things are gonna go the way I want, it's gonna be an interesting one. Well, actually no, all the games I pick are gonna be interesting ones. Maybe less pixel based, but maybe yes. I don't know, I have a fork in the road for those plans. I'll figure those out later.